So you're out riding, you hear a pop or a hiss and you realize you got a flat. Okay. I'll show you guys how to do the rear because that's the harder one to do.
Vision quest at the best western, the best dressed wreck in the hotel lounge. Found out that the message in the bottle's the booze, that my brain is infused, but I got.
So you're gonna shift down and then pedal forward to get your wheel or your chain on the smallest cog on your set. So that way you can get your wheel out. The next thing you want to do is undo your brakes here. And you're going to undo those by pushing the two pads together and pulling this cable out of the hole here. There's a little kind of circle barrel that pops into a slot here. Then you're going to want to undo your quick release and you should be able to just kind of push your wheel right out. It's pretty simple. And you don't want to set your bike down on the derailleur because you can bend it. So if you got a rear flat, just flip your bike over while you're fixing it and just set it there like that. So then the next thing you want to do is if you have a slow leak and you still have some air in it, you're going to want to unscrew your valve stem. If you have this type, this is called a Presta valve. The type that is the same as on cars is called Schrader. And with the Schrader valve, you have to stick something up inside of it, like the hook on your tire lever. And if you go and hook the inside of it, it'll let the rest of the air out. But on Presta, you just want to unscrew it and press it, and it'll let the rest of the air out. So from there, you're going to always want to start opposite of the valve when you're doing it, when you're undoing your tire. Because if you try and start next to the valve, you're going to have a really hard time doing it and you're likely to rip the valve off. So what you want to do is you want to push the tire away from the rim and you'll see the bead of the tire kind of exposed there, which is going to be the hard part that holds it in. From there, you want to take your tire lever and just kind of push it underneath that bead and pull it up over the edge of the rim. And depending upon how hard the tire is, you can either do it with one or two levers. If you have to do it with two, what you want to do is you want to get one in, then move a few inches away and get a second lever underneath. Pry them both over, and by this point you should be able to just kind of pull your way around the rest of the rim, pulling the bead off the edge. So then you're going to want to again start opposite the valve and just pull your tube out of your tire.
Distress message coming from the city kids. I read it in the smoke signals from my filtered cigarettes. It's all boredom and bitterness. Shot the riddle until it does a legitimate business, making kids keep still.
Yeah, but still ain't motionless. Test the restless hands for shakes and see the flutter when the patience breaks. I keep time with the crickets is 4-4 and gangsterly and sirens in 3. The trouble speaks.
Double Dutch sounds a bit like dots and dashes. I sit for a minute trying to understand the pattern, but that's not Morse code, man. Y'all just double-handed.